Namo Phat. Good morning. Thank you for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The first mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I'm determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world, in my thinking, or in my way of life. Our Dharma reading this morning is The Wrong Mode of Inquiry by Ajahn Thiradhammo from his book, Working with the Five Hindrances. Since one of the main causes of doubt is over-reliance on thinking in terms of concepts and ideas, it's very helpful to become more mindful of the thinking process and be able to distinguish when we are pursuing concepts rather than direct experience. The Buddha used reflective thought or contemplative thought to help him investigate the nature of reality. However, this was on a basis of highly developed and stable concentration, which reduces and even temporarily eliminates discursive thought. In order to penetrate beyond the realm of self-supporting concepts to the selfless truth, thus arriving at direct realization, bhavana maya panya. In the process of resolving doubt, it is useful to distinguish what mode of understanding will resolve which particular form of doubt. Some doubts may be resolved by some degree of careful thought, some by learning, while others may require some deeper development of meditation. These days there is much information available, sometimes too much. I thought it would be interesting to research Buddhist meditation on the internet. 12.3 million entries. And then I really had doubt about which one might be right. The one at the very top was Wikipedia. The second one was very smoothly written, and the author was only indicated after reading the entire article. However, then I had more doubts, since it was from a rather controversial organization. Thus, when you try to answer one question, more questions sometimes arise. The usual way we work through the doubting process, peeling back the various levels of doubt. Through the experience, though, we ideally develop a more discerning attitude and are able to distinguish the information from the propaganda. One useful principle is to get as close to the original source as possible, such as consulting the Buddhist scriptures directly, or consulting someone who has personal experience. Sometimes the meditation tradition can come across as anti-book or anti-intellectual. Some people think, oh no, I won't look at that book. I'll just sit and meditate on this. Since they think meditation is the opposite of mental activity, they do not want to pollute their spiritual practice with discursive thought. But they become more and more confused, more and more paralyzed with doubt. Some people say, I've got to solve this for myself. Nobody else can answer this for me. I must find the real truth within myself. This is true to a certain degree. However, it also cuts off the possibility to obtain some useful direction. If we really feel confused, the way out of confusion is to achieve some clarity, and there are a great variety of ways to do this. Information, advice, suggestions. Look around. Find out what's possible. Even if it doesn't really address the direct problem, it may at least give us some new opening to work with confusion in a more flexible way. Eventually, Doubt can then become a source of deeper inquiry. The opposite of this is when people avoid any doubt altogether by searching around for some easily satisfying answer. The result can be a conglomerate of do-it-yourself spiritual cliches, borrowed wisdom, and feel-good philosophy, which never really address the fundamental issue of who is asking the question, who is seeking the truth, who is the knower. Easy answers strangle the spiritual quest. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me today.